Good evening. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So I want to talk about the latest piece of media that's been dominating my life as of recently. Webtoon is basically a free online service that houses a bunch of original webcomics. Now, if you've never heard or seen it before, I'd suggest checking it out. It has a lot of great reads from various genres. Anyway, let's just get into it. Motherfucking Weak Hero. Now, I'm not going to pretend like Weak Hero is some sort of high art masterpiece. Like, this is a webcomic with a very niche audience, and reading it is kind of like binging junk food. It's probably not the most sophisticated thing in the world, but man, is it satisfying as hell. The story is about this really small and weak kid named Gray Yon, and he gets bullied. And that's about it, really. It's about this kid who gets bullied. I mean, yeah, obviously there's more to it than that, but let's be honest. This is a webtoon you read for the action. Like, dude, this kid is fucking smart. He fights using strategies that make up for his lack of physical abilities, and because of that, all of his fights are all unique and different. Here's one of his battles. So this kid, right here, the blonde one, he's been bullying Gray for quite a while. So Gray steals his backpack to draw him out, and when the guy charges him, Gray trips him up with a chair, blinds him with chalk dust, bashes him with a Coke can, then strangles him with some curtains. And then Gray runs up and kicks him in the face. It's so good. It has the same appeal as like 80s slasher movies like Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street. Just like a bunch of assholes being assholes, and then Freddy or Jason comes up and just like rips them apart. I think this webtoon is also similar to another webtoon, not sure if you've heard, called Unordinary. Anyway, I may have said that the story was simple before, but it's much more than just a power fantasy. The writing is actually really good. Its strength lies more in its characters and their interactions with each other. Like, these kids are in high school, and their dialogue feels natural. Like, this is how I expect high schoolers to talk to each other. This brings up the biggest problem, though, is that Gray Yeon is a blank slate. Now, don't get me wrong, Gray's a fucking badass, and his internal monologue is actually really interesting. But he's too subdued, I think. He's like Jotaro Kujo, with somehow even less personality. Speaking of JoJo, Weak Hero has the same sort of atmosphere as Stardust Crusaders, where the supporting characters are full of color, sort of to make up for the main character's slack. Now, none of these people are what I'd call relatable. They're all fucking psychopaths. But they're entertaining to watch. Reading this webtoon also feels like you're watching just a bunch of dude bros hang out, making the Stardust Crusaders comparison all the more relevant. Also, did you look at this art? It's so good. Especially in the action scenes, they're all so dynamic and clear. You could see everything that's going on. And when you see every hit and swing, you feel the connection and impact. That's impressive. That's all I really wanted to say on the matter, though. Like I said, this comic has dominated my life. I look forward to every update. And I strongly recommend this to people who love action. And if you don't, browse around Webtoon for a while. I'm sure you'll find something. Thanks for watching.